All right. First of all, thanks everyone for taking out some time on the Friday evening. And then, as Anil suggested, it is pretty much occupied, but you dedicated this to learning. So we really appreciate that. Uh, a very quick introduction to myself. My Vikas Sharma. I'm a Salesforce functional consultant and a Scrum Master. I have about 10 Salesforce certifications, and it's been about more than 1.5 years since I found my love in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and I keep on learning that. So today I will take this opportunity to share some of my knowledge with you all, and hopefully I'll make worth it of all of your time. So with that, I will try to share my screen. Okay. Anil, can you see the
Yep.
PPT? Yeah. And let me go to the presenter mode. Is it in the presentation mode now?
Yes, it is because you may want to just drag and drop that Trailblazer community group pop-up. Yep.
Yep.
No, not the stop. Share it again. Just drag it to a corner so that it doesn't become part of the recording.
Okay. So let me share my screen again. And I'll go to presenter mode. Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
All right. Okay. So as the name suggested, today we're gonna dive into the say Marketing Cloud Email Studio, and one more thing, which is Content Builder, and we'll see what are these, what is Email Studio and what is Content Builder, and how they work in hand with each other, and how they both complement to each other. With that, so why email? Why email is considered as a very important aspect in marketing? So first thing, email is old but still gold. It is very fast. It is very efficient. Email is, in certain way, is quite simple and cheapest way to implement your marketing strategy. And then, of course, the return of investment is very high. I have studied some of the reports and some of the surveys where it is concluded that on email marketing, you get a return of investment of about 60 to 70 times. So if you spend $1, then you get an return of investment about 60 to $70 on that. So that's why still email is considered as one of the most important medium to do the marketing. Then there is another analogy to it on various forums, and various times we hear that email is dead now. So maybe there is a change in the policies of email service provider. Maybe there is a change in cookie management or sharing of information via email. Or the other side is, in past some time we have seen that there is a rise in the engagement through social media instead of email. So whenever there is a discussion on these topic, we feel that email is dead, but no, email lives. It was, it is, and it will always be there to enhance and to solidify your marketing initiatives. Why marketing is still alive? If you read the latest Salesforce report on email marketing, or marketing automations in general, still it is concluded that 64% of the consumers still prefer to do all the promotional and transactional communications through email. So still we have a very high bandwidth or high visibility in the customers where email is still making an impact. Now, what is Email Studio? So email marketing is a prime factor, and Marketing Cloud has a solution for it, Email Studio. So Email Studio is primarily used to drive your email marketing, and it has a lot of wide range of functionalities provided into it, and we'll drill down into those in this session. So this PPT is just to give a quick guideline about what is Email Studio and what is Content Builder. Our prime focus will be on a demo. So we'll quickly wrap up this PPT and we'll dive into the demo, and that's where we'll see everything in action. So customer journey starts with Email Studio, and what you all can do in Email Studio, we can make the emails personalized. We can do the segmentations here. We can do the dynamic content in emails. What is dynamic content? So today, if I am opening an email, I'm seeing a certain product or a certain information in email. And maybe if after 1 week I open that email again, I will see a different set of information based on my behavior with the brand in this 1 week. So we can make those email dynamic as well. And then the fourth one is track performance. So you can track the performance of each email and each campaign we are doing in Email Studio, and that will going to help us to improve our performance. Now, email performance starts with personalization. The most important aspect of email marketing these days is personalization. So earlier, if you go back to maybe 3 or 4 years back, we used to receive all these promotional emails, and those were very generic, like "Hello, customer. Here is the list of product which we have newly launched." And the same email, same content was delivered to almost 1 lakh people in the world. And out of those 1 lakh, maybe that email was able to create an impact on maybe 50 or 100 people, but not that much. Then there was a new concept came in picture, that was the personalization. We started personalizing the emails, and the effect was shown with a very simple examples, like instead of "Hello, customer," we can see the name now. So nowadays, whenever I receive a promotional email, it's mostly "Hello, Vikas, here is an offer for you," or "Hello, Vikas, based on your last purchase of this product, here is a recommended product for you." So now we are increasing the personalization in the email. Now, how we can do it? You can put the name in body, you can put the name in subject line. Another thing is, we can put the if there is a loyalty balance with them, so we can put the loyalty, that you are a platinum customer or gold customer. We can put their account balance. So far what we are doing, so there is a database where whatever brand I am interacting with, they have stored a certain information of me, like first name, last name, where, what's my gender, where do I live, and what's my loyalty status, what's my point balance, everything. And then they are fetching those things and putting it in email to make it personalized. Then we take it to another level, that now with the implementation of Einstein Analytics or AI into the email marketing, we can not only fetch the data from the customer or the our email subscriber record, but we can do some analysis of that data, and then we can provide some recommendations. So let's say today I have purchased shoes. Based on my purchase of shoes, the next product they can recommend to be maybe socks or maybe a track pant, which goes really well with that product. So now we are into an era of AI driven personalization. So this is the journey of the personalization, where we have taken it to next level. So from the initial stage, it was a very generic email. Then we started putting the name and the field values here. Then we took it to a recommending a product or a content. And then now we are keep on increasing the level of personalization. We are making it dynamic. So now if you design an email in Email Studio or any marketing automations tool, we can put so many logic in it, or we can drive it through AI, where the email entirely changes for based on the data behavior of the behavior of a customer. Literally, those emails looks like that somebody has written that email personally for me, and then they have sent it to me, and that actually creates a lot of impact on me, and that definitely drives my buying decisions. Now, with the email personalization and with the all the technology we are using in email marketing, what is happening? We are trying to increase the customer adoption. So in email marketing, the most important thing is, if we are spending a lot of money on buying a marketing automation tool, then we are hiring the resources. We are building our marketing strategy. The end goal is our customers should engage with that content which we are sending them, or the customer should adopt our marketing strategy. So the goal is to increase the customer adoption. And how we do that? First is, we can drive our customer engagement through these marketing automations and a marketing strategy. First, boost subscriber interaction. So we can send directly one-on personalized or compelling content to them directly in their inboxes. Second, now we know our customers more with collecting their behaviors, and with collecting their data, and then using the AI to drill down into that data. We know who they are, what they do, what they want. Sometimes I have seen some cases where we know more about our customers more than they themselves about them. Okay. So then we are what we are doing, we are progressing their profiles, we are enriching their profiles with more and more information. Third, we are driving the customer loyalty. So what we are doing, we are delivering them personal content, we are make them feel at home. That's where customer feels, wow, I am really special for this brand. And that's where the customer has become loyal to us. They're coming back to us with more and more sale and more purchase. Last, create a trusted relationship. So whenever we are dealing with email marketing, there are so many guidelines which we have to follow, like can spam is one of them, then GDPR is there. So they state some of the guidelines through which we can deliver the email marketing. So like I have to tell my office address, physical address in the email. I have to give them an option to unsubscribe from my marketing emails. So those kind of guidelines which are defined with these norms, and Salesforce Marketing Cloud completely compiles with those guidelines. Those guidelines are embedded into Marketing Cloud. Even though if we want, we cannot go wrong there. So we are building a trusted relationship with them. Then the second thing is now we are turning insights into action. So earlier what was happening, we were collecting so many data, but there was nothing to drill down into that data, or maybe there was no the tool capabilities or the technology capability was not there to drill down tons of data and then bring out the insights out of it. But now we have. So some examples are, we can create an email, we can use the AI to personalize that. We can create an email and we can share it across with 1 lakh people, and then it will going to impact with each one of them with the personalized content. Second thing, let's say I'm an experienced marketer and there is a new year festival going on, and I want to impress my customers with the new year promotions. For that, I created couple of variants of an email, that these are the variation 1, this is the variation 2 and variation 3 which I would like to send. But as a, even though I'm an experienced marketer, I'm not sure which variant. Maybe in some the customer information is on the top and the offer is at the bottom, but on the second variation the offer is on the top but the customer information is on the bottom, and I'm not sure whether I should show the personalized information first or whether I should show the my offer first. So there I have an option to test this variations in a multivariant testing. So let's say I have a subscriber of 10,000 and I have created 2 variations of one email. What I can do is I can pick 50 people out of it and I can send those 2 variations to 50 people, either 25, 25 or 20, 30, whatever fashion I want. Then I can decide based on the result of those 50 engagements, which email created most impact on the audience which I sent. Based on that, I can pick my variation and then I can send it to remaining of the 950, so that I know that probably this variation will gonna make more impact. Then the last thing is, as I said, we can continuously monitor our email performance. We can continuously monitor our campaign data, so that we make sure that we are making adjustment into our marketing strategy, and we are making our marketing strategy more relevant and more impacting. Now, so email studio is used all about sending those emails. Now there is another part of it. Whenever you send an email, there is a lot of content in that email. There is a buttons, we can put buttons, we can put links, we can put images, we can put these personalization there, that their name is showing, their the point balance is showing, or their loyalty status is showing. So all these things, when we are putting an email, everything is a content there. And content builder is a tool provided by Marketing Cloud to build these reusable content. So let's say often in all the emails we have seen a button called buy now. When I click on that buy now button, I am directly redirected to the e-commerce website, and then that's where I can purchase the product. But that button has a specific design, that button has a specific color, that button has a specific font of the text on that button, that which represents my brand. And I don't want, so let's say I have 15 marketers, I don't want my each marketer to, while they are creating emails, to create that button again and again and again. What I can do, I can create that button and I can put that as a reusable component, and then any marketer of my team can drop that component in that email which they are using. So through Content Builder, you can build the reusable components which can be used across by your entire marketing. They don't have to build it again. So what is Content Builder? Content Builder is just a repository where you can build emails, you can build templates, you can build individual components, and you can store there, and all the marketing team can use them as per their requirement. What are these emails, what are these templates, and what are these components? We're going to see in the demo in very detail what exactly they are. Second, the Content Builder provides us out of the box default template. So I don't have to build an email from scratch. There are, so Marketing Cloud is pioneer in marketing automations from past a lot of years. Based on their working and based on their experience, they have curated certain templates which they know that yes, these templates always creates impact on the recipient side of the person. So they have included those templates, and they have provided them in Marketing Cloud as a default templates. I can pick those templates, and that's where I can start designing my email based on that, and it literally saves a lot of time. Then second thing is content editor. So let's say I have a legacy system through which I was sending email, and my entire email is designed there in the form of HTML. Now I don't have to come in the Marketing Cloud and start building those emails. Let's say I have 50 emails. I don't want my marketing team to come here and start building those emails from scratch again. What I can do, I can extract those emails from my legacy system as HTML. Then I can import them in here in the Marketing Cloud, and then I can make some few modifications as per my latest requirement or as per Marketing Cloud capabilities, and then I can use those emails as it is. Now with that, it's time to drill down into the demo. So I'm gonna share my screen and go to the Marketing Cloud. So Anil, can you confirm you can see the Marketing Cloud now?
Yes.
All right. So, for those who are not very much familiar with Marketing Cloud, it is a different cloud in Salesforce ecosystem. It is not like Sales and Service Cloud where you just click on the tile and then you switch the cloud. Marketing Cloud is an entire different application where you have to log in it in a different portal. So, what you are seeing on the screen now is the Marketing Cloud application. As you can see on the top, there is a branding, say Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and then it provides a lot of functionality. So let's quickly look into this. First is Email Studio. We are definitely talking about this today, and this is used for marketing automations. Second, Mobile Studio. If you want to send mobile SMS, if you want to send push notifications on mobile, this is your go-to tool. Social Studio. Now, if you want to do marketing on all the social media platforms, be it Facebook, Instagram, anything, Social Studio is there to help you. Then we have Advertising Studio, Web Studio. Again, Web Studio is for to drive your marketing on websites. Then the latest offering is Interaction Studio. So now Interaction Studio, what it does is it within 30 microsecond, Interaction Studio changes your entire website based on what you have looking on. So let's say I come on and I go to, let's say, Decathlon or any store which is selling outdoor equipments. I go there, I see a very generic content, then I click on shoes, I come back to the page. Now my entire homepage is redesigned with the content related to the shoes. Then we have Analytics Builder, where we can drill down into the analytics. Journey Builder. So Journey Builder is again a complementary tool for email marketing. Here we can build the long journeys where we are sending, let's say, 15 or 20 emails over a certain period of time or over based on certain criteria to customers. You can build the journeys over there. Then another thing is Content Builder. Now we'll be talking about the Content Builder today as well. Then we have Audience Builder. Here we can manage our subscribers and all those things. Then we have Einstein. So Einstein is our AI buddy. So whatever AI capabilities Marketing Cloud has, those everything is driven by Einstein. So these are the two things which we see. So on one side we have studios, and on another side we have builders. So let's drill down into the Email Studio. So you go to the Email Studio and you click on email. And apologize, sometimes Marketing Cloud takes some time to load, so please be with me. Now this is the default screen of the Email Studio. On the left hand panel, I can see whatever latest emails I'm working with. I can see those here. On right hand side, whatever campaigns I have sent in near past, I can see all those here. Then on the bottom, I can see certain shortcuts which are provided to create email, create list, data extension. What are these? We'll talk about in a minute. So this is my overview tab. If I look at the second tab is content. Now the interesting part is if I click over here, content, this is my content builder. So I have two options to reach my content builder. I can either do it from here, or I can go from the home page and click on the content builder, and it will directly gonna take me to the same screen. So this is my content builder. This is where I drive all my content. I build my content. I can share my content with anyone who wants it. So we'll talk about content builder in a minute. Before that, let's move to the next step. So content is where we build the email. Okay, this is where we build what we want to send. Subscriber is where we decide to whom I want to send. So content builder is about what, and subscriber is about to whom. In subscriber, I store all my recipient data to whom I want to send this email. And in Marketing Cloud, there are two entities where I can store those data. One is list and one is data extension. So in list also I can store the data of my recipients. In data extension as well, I can store the data of my recipients. The only difference is, so consider list as a very concise fixed format table where the columns are well defined, that first name, last name, email, or maybe couple more, and this is fixed. You cannot do a lot of customization there, and then you can store your data. And on the another side, you cannot you cannot go in the volumes there as well. You cannot store more than 500k data in the list. Second thing, it takes a lot of time to render. You cannot use list in a lot of automations we do in Marketing Cloud. So you cannot use in the APIs, or you cannot use in the automation studio and those things. On the other hand, we have data extension. So data extension is a list or a table which we can curate about as per our requirement. So I can put, let's say, 1,000 columns in there, and I can decide which column represents what and what will be the data type of that column. So let's see if I can show you. So let's say if I come here and I click on data extensions.
Vikas, can you zoom your screen a little bit? Use that browser setting to zoom up.
Is it better now?
Yes, this is much better. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So again, from the subscriber, I see an option for data extension. I click on it, and it takes me to the data extension screen. So what we are seeing on the right-hand panel is all the data extensions which we have created in this view. And before that, I want to tell you one more thing. So if on the right-hand side, you see there is a word written called as consultant training. Now, consultant training is a BU. What is a BU? BU is a business unit, and it represent kind of an instance of Marketing Cloud. So let's say in Salesforce we have multiple orgs where we can do, so we have sandboxes or we have multiple orgs there to manage our development. But in Marketing Cloud we have BUs. So either you can use BU as a, let's say I'm a brand owner, and I have 5 different brands where I do marketing cloud, marketing automation. I don't have to buy 5 different Marketing Cloud instances. I can buy one instance, and then I can create 5 BUs in it, and those BUs will gonna manage my different segments of business separately. So right now I'm in one of the BU, and these are my data extensions which I created here. On left hand side, you can see a folder structure. So the best part about Marketing Cloud is in everything, be it content, be it data extension, it always provides you with a folder structure. So, and this is very recommended to follow the folder structure. If you are doing, so if you are creating data extension for different purpose, or if we are creating data extension for different campaigns, it is recommended to follow the folder structure. Otherwise, it's quite easy for us to get lost and just be like where I am. Okay. So let's say, how can I create a data extension? There's a create button, click on it. Now there are 3 options through which I can create a data extension. First, standard data extension. It will gonna create my data extension from scratch. Second is filter data extension. Now what I can do here is I can pick a source data extension which I have already created. Then I can put certain filters in that, and based on that, it will gonna fetch my data and put it in this new data extension. So let's say I have subscribers of around 10,000, but I want to, and they are into a data extension, let's say, and I want to create another data extension for all the people who are currently staying in Bangalore. Okay. So what I can do is I can create a separate data extension. I can put a filter where I say location equals to Bangalore, and I can create that data extension. And from the source data extension, it will go automatically on a fast data and put it here. Then the third one is random data extensions. So random data extensions, again, it fetches data from a already created data extension, but then it is completely random. It will gonna pick it based on, like, you can decide how many counts I want, or what was the percentage I want. Then it will gonna do it randomly. We don't have a control over that. So let's say I go in the standard data extension and click OK. It will gonna ask me the name. So let me say just PRK 0608, and First thing it asks is sendable. So what do you mean by is sendable? When I click on this, now I am making this data extension as sendable. So I can use this data extension and the information in this data extension to send the emails to all the people whose records are there in this data extension. Sometimes in marketing cloud, I want to store data which is not my subscriber data. I don't want to send email to those people, or maybe it's just a weather data or a demographic data which I have you created just to use in automations. So where I can make it as is sendable unchecked, so no one will be able to send emails to those data extension. But as of now, I'll make it sendable. Now is testable. Can I test this data extension or not? Yes, we want to test this. Go to next. Now the next thing is retention setting. How long you want to keep that data in that data extension. So let's say I want to delete this data once this is 6 months old. I don't want to keep data which is more than 6 months. So I can define the data retention policies here. I can put it as after 6 months. So as soon as I created a record today, after 6 months, the record will gonna get deleted. I will keep it off right now, and let's now here, this is where I define my data extension. So the first is, let's say I want to store first name of my subscriber. I can come here, I can keep it as text, and then if I want to make it a primary key, that means each record will be identified through this primary key in this data extension. I don't want to keep it nullable, and there is no default value for first name. Second will be, let's say, last name, again text, same thing. Third one is email ID. Again, you can come here and I can put it as email address. Okay. Then next is, let's say, gender. Again, it will be text. And subscriber. So now this subscriber, I can make it either Boolean, or maybe if I have any other use case where I want to do. So there are so many things, options which are available through which I can define my data extension. And once I create this, then I can start putting records in data extension. So I'm gonna cancel this one, and let's see if I can show you one. Okay. So this is one I created for a loyalty campaign, and this is again a test data. So it has 21,000 records. So if I click on the records, you can see I have stored profile ID, customer ID, what is their loyalty tier, what is their point balance, when did they join my loyalty program, and when did I added them to the loyalty program. So this is how you can store. So now here is no first name, last name, and here is no email ID. I would probably not going to use this to send emails. This is just to put filters and segment my subscriber. So that's how you create a data extension. Then in data extensions, we are a couple of types. So what we saw is a standard data extension, which is used to send emails in Marketing Cloud. Then the next one I have is synchronized data extension. So what synchronized data extension is, let's say I have a Marketing Cloud instance and I have a Salesforce CRM, and I want to bring my Salesforce data into the Marketing Cloud. That's where I can use the synchronized data extension. Obviously, I have to do it through Marketing Cloud Connect. So the Marketing Cloud Connect is a tool which is used to establish the relationship between two, and then I can bring all my data into synchronized data extension. And then another one is Salesforce data extension. It's the other way around. I can send my tracking data or any data I want from Marketing Cloud to Sales Cloud. I can use the Salesforce data extension. And there are so many over here. Then I think I don't want to touch upon interaction today. We will definitely gonna touch upon tracking. So let's come back to the topic and see the we're gonna see the content builder in the action. So this is my content builder screen. On the top right, you see a create button. Now what all things I can create in content builder. First is email message. So let's see. This is my email message. And as I said, that say Marketing Cloud provides a lot of already curated templates. So I can see a lot of templates already provided here. So when it say 131 column image, so it has a 1 column, then 3 column, and then it has an image. When I say hero 1 3 column, so on top I have a hero banner, Then I have a one column, which is my text box. And then the three column, you can see three small components over here. So this is how a quite number of templates are already provided. Then if I don't want to go it with template, the another option is I can go with template and AMP. AMP scripts are used to do advanced personalization in Marketing Cloud. Then, as we discussed, if I have a HTML code of a predefined email which I want to use, I can use it with here. Then another is text only. So sometimes we create text only emails. And what is the use case of it? Let's say I have created a very fancy, rich content email where there's so many images and so many personalization. When I send this to customer, on their device, all these HTML and everything is turned off. Nothing is visible there. So what will gonna happen? That customer will gonna see a blank email, and it will gonna create a negative impact. So what I can do, I can create a text email as well, and then I can link this text only email with my fancy email, and then I can build a logic if that or my recipient has an advanced device and all the settings are turned on, show that this fancy one. And if not, if it has a basic device or all these settings are turned off, show them this text only so that the experience is not impacting. And if there is an already existing email, I can create from that as well. Then in template, I have another option. So these are my basic templates. So even though there is a structure and then there are predefined components dropped in it. Second is my empty. So in my empty, only the outline is there. I have to put everything manually here. Then I have themed. So in theme is like basic templates, but with some color gradients and color themes, which you might want to use. And then the last one is saved. So if I have created some template of my own, and if I've saved those here, then those templates will be seen here. So let's quickly go to basic and let's pick the hero one and go to the next. First thing it will gonna ask is, what do you want to call this email? So I'm gonna say text Vikas 0608 training, and then location is content builder. Fine, I would go to next. Yeah, so this is the most important thing in the email studio or the content builder. This is where I design my email. So now I see these components which are already dropped in my template, but then I have a lot of option on the left hand panel. So let's talk about these options first. I have an option to build a button. So here you can see already a button is created, but I can put mine. So let's say I want to build a button here as well. Then I want to name it as buy now. I want to make it cosmic sense. I want it to be centrally aligned. I want to change my text color to white. And then I want to change my background to, let's say, blue. Okay. And then I can reduce the radius of this button. So from a rectangle, I'm making more like an ellipse. Okay. And then I can define the border, I can define the width, and I can all those things. So that's how. And if I've done editing, now this button is on my email. Then I have an image block. So I can come here, I can drop an image block. In image, I can browse and I can draw a beautiful image. So let's say, and I have dropped the image here. Then I can change the pixels. I can make it either screen to fit, or I can keep it within the email. I can build the borders here. So let's say I want to give a shaded border and done editing. So now I have put an image in my email. Then as we discussed, I can put an HTML code here. I can put a code snippet. I can put a text over here. So whatever you need, everything is available here. Then the second is advanced content. So what advanced content does is, first is, let's say, dynamic content. So let's put it here. Now dynamic content will gonna first ask me, what is your default content you want to show here? So let me browse here and let's put this Brave image as my default content. Then I can create a rule. So based on profile attribute, I want to create a rule, and which says if the gender is equals to male, show them this content. So I select a content here as well. So let's say I want to show this content to, if the gender is email, I can save this here. So this is where my first rule is defined. Again, I can create a second rule for my female recipients, and then based on the gender of the my subscriber, this content will gonna automatically get dynamically populated. Then we were talking about the AI. So there are so many Einstein capabilities available here. So we have Einstein content selection based on how my subscribers are interacting with my email. Einstein will gonna tell me which content I should put there. Then I have enhanced dynamic content. I have external content. Then I have an email form. So I can put a form here in the email itself. So it will gonna ask me what kind of form I want to put. So just give it a second. Yeah, you want to put it an empty form. You want to put it a review form. You want to your subscriber to put a case from here, or you want to put them a lead form. So I want them to put a lead here. So now here you can see the structure is changed from where you saw this, where you hear about us, and all those things. These are predefined, and you can customize these as well. Then another is image carousel. So what image carousel happens? So sometimes in our emails we see animation kind of thing where 5, 6 images are circulating in a fashion. So that's what we can do in an image carousel. I can upload 5 images, up to 5 images here, and then when somebody opens that email, those 5 images will gonna show an effect of animation. We're gonna see that in action. So this is my image carousel, and then I have some advanced custom which companies are create as per their requirement. So these are my blocks which I can put in email, and I can design my email as per my requirement. So let's quickly go back to save time. I have created couple of emails on my own. So I created an email to drive loyalty for my customers. So this is the email which I have created, and I will going to show you an example of personalization here. So this is my email, and if I edit this, if I go this email, and if I edit the content here, again I go back to the same screen where we were building that email. So what I've done here is I have put on a logo here. There is a heading option. Then I have put a text which right now may not be making a lot of sense. So dear percentage something, then first name, we're going to talk about it. Then there is a button, and then at the header also you will see there are 3 buttons. And then if you feel like to chatting in person or sending a postcard, then there is a percent something. So what I have done is I have built this email with a simple structure, but then I have put some personalization scripts over here. So what I want this first name to be driven based on the customer's data. I don't want to show them specific generic data. And then at the end, I want to show them my organization's address, which also may be different. So for US customers, I want to show my US address, and for India customers, I want to show my Jaipur or India office address. So I'm personalizing that as well. And then I have put certain things over here. So again, the first tab is about the properties, where you define the name about the email. Second is where we design the email. Now the third thing is, before start sending this email to a lot of people, I want to make sure that I preview and test this email. So the third tab is preview and test. Here what you have to do, here you have to select a data extension. So let's say I click on data extension, and I can go here, and let's say I want to select this data extension. Now this will gonna show me what details this data extension has. So this data extension has email, first name, last name, region, age, and gender. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Click on any record from where you want to start and click on select. Now see, my first name is Ria. So now in subject line also I had a personalization script. So now you see, welcome to the Rent a Vehicle Loyalty Program, Ria. And here also it says, dear Ria, thank you for your business. And at the bottom, you can see my United States address is rendered here. Then let's go to, and then you can just start shuffling from here. And you can see that now this is changed to Abhishek from here and here. Go to next. This is Vikas, dear Vikas, and Vikas here. And the next one is Ranjit ji, and next is Kamal. So that's how, based on the value of my subscriber, the email is getting personalized, and that is how the, the recipient will gonna see the mail like this. And this is a very simple example. I have just personalized the first name and last name here. We can do a lot of things here. We can show their point balance, we can show their loyalty status, we can show them very dynamic content, as we discussed, that if there's a male, then show this image, if there's a female, then show this image. So the personalization has no limit in Marketing Cloud. We can go to a very high extent. Now when I feel that yes, I am happy with this email and this looks good, I can again save this email and I can go back, open the email again, and from here I can click on send. Now in the send, first thing, it will gonna show you everything about the email. Second, select your audience here. So now here I can actually select what exactly data extension I wanted to send these emails to. So let's say I came here and I selected the channel. So now to whomever people you want to send this, you have to drag that extension and put it in the first box here. So, and let's say I'll select this publication list. So this is my targeted. So whatever I put here, the email will gonna send to these people, whatever I have put it here. And since I put a data extension here, it asked me to associate this with a publication list. Now, what is a publication list? In Marketing Cloud, all the subscriber data is kept in a big list called all subscriber list. Okay, and then obviously my customer has an option to unsubscribe from that data or from that email. So let's say I have different 5 campaigns and I send 5. So one is welcome email, one is monthly newsletter, one is weekly newsletter, one is promotion, and so on. And customer is not interested in my weekly promotion. He is interested in my monthly promotions. So he want to unsubscribe from my weekly. So what he can do, he will gonna see an unsubscriber link in the email. He can go there and he can unsubscribe from there. But what is the challenge? If I directly start sending email to my data extension, and if they unsubscribe it from here, it might impact my all subscriber list, and I might not be able to send them any email. The more detail about is goes into the content contact builder. So we are touching it very briefly here. So that is why it asked me to link it with a publication list. So publication list. So if I unsubscribe from a publication list, it will gonna stay in that publication list only. It will not gonna impact my all subscriber list. Then let's say there are certain people you don't want to send to emails. So let's say there are certain people who might have complained about you or who are not your happy customer at the moment. So what you can do, you can put them into the exclude and suppress. So let's say this data extension has 1000 record and my exclusion data extension has 100 records. So out of these 100, let's say 50 records are there in my targeted data extension. So it will gonna suppress those 50 records and it will not gonna send email to those 50 records. So this is how I define my audience. Then next thing, I go to configure delivery. So I want to send it immediately or I want to send it to a specific time. And then the last screen is review. And then you review everything. Yeah, everything looks good. I check this checkbox and then I click on the send. And this is where a lot of blunder happens. Most of the time, we don't pay a lot of attention to the review and all those screens. That's why, say, Marketing Cloud provide 4 chances to you to do this, all the review, and we click on send. And then recently that HBO thing happened, just one-liner email sent to a lot of things. So be very careful, thoroughly check everything, thoroughly check your email, thoroughly check your targeted audience. And then when you are very sure, then only click on the send. So let's come back. I think that was the journey of an email in the email studio. And if I go to content here again, and I just quickly show you how I can create the reusable contents. So I go to create. So email messages, we saw how to create it. Second is I can create the templates. So we saw some default templates. I can create the templates my own as well, and those will be in the saved templates. So if I create a certain template, my team can use those, and then I can create it from the HTML as well. Now this is my code content block. So these are the same option which we saw in the email left hand side panel. But If I'm into an email and I'm creating a button there, that button will only be gonna used in that email only. I cannot use it out of that email. But if you come here and if you create a content block of, let's say, a button, and again I'm gonna make it a buy now, and then probably gonna same property and then make it a curvature. Now I can save this button as a reusable content. So buy now button. Okay, and then save here. So now this content, button will be available for all my marketers. So you see, now buy now button is created here. All my marketing team can use this button in any of their email. And same, we have lot of options here. So button is there, code snippet is where you want to put some code there, content selection, dynamic content. We saw an example where I can show the images as per the gender. Then Einstein content selection, email form we saw, then free form, HTML, image block, I can put an image, then carousel, then layout, text. There's so many options, same which are available here. I can make them as a reusable. Now, quickly, I would like to move and touch upon the tracking. So now tracking, another important feature of the email studio. I want to know how my campaigns are performing. I am putting so much effort and so much investment. Are my emails creating an impact on my customers? So this is where you can come and let's say you have sent any email. So I'm gonna pick this one. Let's see. So open it. And this is where you can see the a very well-defined report of my campaign. So in this campaign, I sent the email to 5 people, out of which there was 6 opens. There was 6 times my email was opened, but it was only 2 times unique. So only 2 unique people opened it for total 6 times. And who are those 2 people? I can click on this 2 and it will gonna show me who has. So Yogesh and Ranjit has opened my email. So that's how you can drill down into your open. Then 4 times my email, there was a button in my email and 4 times that button was clicked. But again, it is unique. Out of these 2 unique open, only one person has clicked on my email. Then it shows your delivery rate. So you send it to 5 people, but I got one bounce. One email did not got delivered, only 4 got delivered. So my delivery rate is 80%. Then again, total delivered 4. Do not click 3, do not open 2 because my 2 were unique opens. Then I can say, see my unique opens and total opens. So there are so many things which are provided here out of the box where I can drill down into the performance of my campaign. So there are 2 ways. Either I can go from tracking to sends, or on overview also. All my campaigns are provided here with a summary. I can click from here and it will going to directly take me to the report of that campaign. And let's see if I have
A quick
anything.
time check, Vikas. We
Yep.
are 30 past 5.
Yep. I think, Anil, I have covered most of the thing. There's a passion about marketing cloud, so it's kind of hard to control. Okay, I think we are good right now. Most of the things I have shown, which I wanted to cover today.
Okay, fantastic. I took the liberty to answer questions.